Hi everybody, it's Mike. It's October 16th, 2010. I'm going to do a little quick thing on the mortgage foreclosure crisis. It's not something you're going to see on the mainstream news, folks. You're going to still see the Bank of America commercials, though. I guess Keith Sutherland's the voice that does those commercials, a kind of a familiar voice. I find it kind of ironic too at the same time, but it's gonna get crazy. I'm gonna post some links. Make sure you check them out. They might not be for everybody, but you'll know right away if it has something of value for you. And the first one is going to be a really good animated rundown on the credit crisis and what's going on with these mortgage-backed securities and other securities the investment banks have been selling to other banks and such. Very, very good. It'll give you a very rudimentary understanding of what's going on, and this is important because a lot of people just don't know what's going on, and it's serious. That's why you're not hearing it in the mainstream. The second link is going to be from L. Wolf. Now, I ran into this one, and Jim Willey, the writer of the Hat Trick letter, alluded to a rumor that Bank of America had been handed some funds a month or two ago. But this article gets into it a little more. Actually, the Fed may have bought some toxic assets from the banks and marked them at market value. So quite interesting. That's another good piece to read. Now it could be all rumor, it could be all hearsay, who knows? But that's up for you to decide. The next link I think will be from a website called Acting Man, and this guy's name is Peter Tenebarum, and his piece is Total Chaos. And he also has another piece under that, Foreclosure Fiasco. Very interesting writing. And there's a blog called Of Two Minds. That's by Charles Hugh Smith. And he describes the coming collapse of the real estate market. Now, folks, there's two camps. There's the camp that thinks that everything is going to come crashing down. This is the tipping point. There's another camp that tends to think that, well, they're just going to paper this over or do something, the powers that be. So, I don't know where I stand on it. I myself am going to check out my mortgage and search a title. And I'm going to post a link on how you do that from a website. Quite interesting. So if you hold a mortgage, it may behoove you to do that. Another link I'm going to give you is to Gonzalo Lira. Now, I'll warn you, the language, he uses some language in this piece, so just be warned. But he describes a typical middle-class couple that he supposedly knows that went through the HAMP process, that had their mortgage modified, and then 3 months later were told they didn't qualify. So they owed all the money they didn't pay, and plus a penalty. It was quite interesting, and he exposes the scam behind that. If you remember a while back, how Obama made these banks refinance people, and it was a huge scam. But anyway, that should keep you pretty busy for a while. I went shopping today. One thing that people, I don't know, I hope people aren't overlooking, is this stuff. Now, I have about $40 worth. I can show it all to you, but I mean, and this stuff is easy to store, and some hand sanitizer. Don't forget your washcloths. Now, I go with these rather than paper towels. Paper towels just take up too much room. Toilet paper is another matter. You're better off having the toilet paper and doing without the paper towels and stocking up on cotton hand towels. The other thing are these wipes. I kind of have a few of them, don't be surprised when you go and use them if they're dried out. You can always put a little water in there, shake it up, and rehydrate them. But, I have a few of these. Also, I have some. I bought this for like $1, and I got this for like $6. So, soap is very important. Okay, and it doesn't have to be antibacterial soap. The soap itself breaks down cell membranes when you wash your hands, and that's how it deters bacteria, basically. The antibacterial stuff, they don't use that in hospitals anymore because they found that people really wouldn't wash their hands thoroughly, with an antibacterial, thinking that, well, I'm going to kill all the germs here and that's it, you see. Well, the antibacterial kill the germs, except the germs can get resistant to the antibacterial in the soap. So, and to really kill the germs, you have to wash your hands for like 30 to 40 seconds, like this. Okay, and I think if you sing Happy Birthday, the whole song, that's about the time it takes to thoroughly wash your hands. You get a lather going, you do that. Surgeons don't mess around when they wash their hands, okay? It's usually an internist who's coming to visit you in your room that'll just, and that's it, and he goes and visits you and, spreads the infection. So, keep that in mind. It doesn't have to be antibacterial soap. It's the amount of time you take to wash your hands that's important. So, and this stuff, I think I probably got enough for 3 years. Now, I don't know people's buying habits. Some people may buy 1 bar of soap, and that's it. Others may buy a big box like this, and it'll last them. But, I spent $40, $45, and got enough 3 years supply. 3 years from now is a long time from now. So, and it's really easy to store. Good barter item because it is a consumable item, but it's not like a candy bar. There's Maggie, where you're going to eat it right away. So this will command a little bit more goods, if you know what I mean. I wouldn't trade a candy bar unless I really wanted one for that. I would probably trade something more practical like 10 nails or, a small roll of duct tape or, you fill in the blanks. But anyway, that's it for me. I got to get busy with Maggie. Until next time, read the good book, strive to do what it says, and God bless. Bye-bye.